Hey again, well, let me implement in this video the connection between this UI. We pass this username and password, we pass it to Firebase and Firebase could read it. So make sure just in the sign in you just enable this one because we enabled in the previous video. Maybe you forget that, so make sure to enable. If you are sure it's enabled, let's go start and implement. So we have a login page. This is the page that we want to work in this time. So just maximize it. I just go to the tools, then Firebase. For now, I want to work with something named login. So if I just go to the authentication, just email password. First of all, you say, hey, you are connected to Firebase. Yes, I know that. I need to add the connection to the authentication. If you see, say, hey, I will add this one to your bundle. I say, okay, accept change. So he will add this one to the app bundle. And the second, he just said add this authentication. See, here is it. So now I will be able to use authentication in my login page. That's good. So how I work with authentication? Authentication, first of all, if you see, this is how it's work. You just say, it's a different way to work with authentication, but let's get started with a simple way with following these guidelines. If you want to follow this guidelines to create a new user, this is the same thing that what I will do it in this video. You could track them and you could follow me. So to follow me, I just do simple process. First of all, I need to define a private. Make sure I define it here. I define the private, the variable, and this variable I needed to authentication to make my authentication for the user could login. So I say my m auth, okay, and this one as initial value doesn't have anything. Okay, so make sure this is my auth, but should be part from authentication class, or that means Firebase authentication. Okay, authentication. So this is instance. He import this library for me. So authentication. Now in authentication, when the for sure when the application started, I need to initialize this authentication. Just I say, hey, Firebase authentication, just get instance. He initialize it. Now let me think about the login method. I will do simple function for login to make the process easy. Maybe you need to copy and use it again. Login to Firebase. Okay, with email that's going to Firebase. That's okay. I take two things here. I take email, which is string, and also I take the password, which is also string. Okay, and this username and password have to be passed to me from this function. So when someone wants to login, he click login button, he pass me the edit text for the email dot text, you know that, and he passed me the edit text for the password dot text. Why? Because we remember in the previous video we did define the these both. So make sure just change them to string, and this one make sure to change it to string, so you will be able to read it. So why these both? Because if you go to the design layout of the login, we just define two things. We define email username, we give it a name as email, and the password, give the name as the password. So when someone click on this button, which is this button in the design code, he will go to the method named login. So just click command, just track my code correctly. He come here, he send login to Firebase, he send email password. Now so here I have an email and password. Now I want to do my login. The login is really easy. I just have authentication here. It's defined as a properties. So I say authentication dot create. Okay, I say create user with email and password. I send them two parameters. The email, I have it input, and the password, I have it also input. What more? I just go, I click dot. I say add on complete listener, and here I would use something about lambda. Just really easy just to do it. I say, hey, I'm passing this, and I'm waiting to specify two tasks to be done, and this task have to return for me a result, which is when the task done, I need this task to return me the result, and that is I'm done. So now this task will return will have information about the operation. So I say, hey, if the task dot is successful, or is he successful to login, show him a message he is successful. So I say to us dot make text. I say get context or application context. You just make a syntactic sugar, and you say successful logins. You say just successful login, and you just show a message like to us dot long, and you say dot show. he successful login. If he fail, like mean else he wasn't able to login, and show me why he failed. We say fail login. That means you are not able to do the login to the code. So I have successful login, I have fail login. Just I want to go to the main page. Here's it, which is startup. I add the filter here and the login. Let me move it in main activity. I just move it to the login page. So I need the startup be from the login page. I don't want to start from main page. So now I would see the login page. So the login page will be able to start login from there. Here we go. After a while he did this one and I could login. Like if I say Hussein at yahoo.com, I don't think Yahoo will work. Let me suppose Hussein at gmail.com, and I give password I name it password, this one Hussein. Don't give it weak password, he will not able to login. Click login. He have to be after a while he say login successful. That's great. If I just go to the Firebase, I just refresh the page, he have to show me I did login. See, he say, hey, there is person login. See how much easy process, and he give me this user ID. So how I could read this information? Here we go. Now everything's sounding great for me. Now one thing I need to do, take the user information and pass it to the second activity. So I suppose I have here a function, and this function name it load main. Okay, and this function load main will get a parameter which is the have information about the user, about the current user. So same it current user should be instance of Firebase user. Okay, Firebase user, this is instance of the Firebase user which have information about the user. Could have anything, username, email, password. So think about, you have intent, so variable intent, you want to go to the main activity. You say okay, intent, I go from this to I go from this to main activity, and this main activity should be a Java class, and I want to add some extra in this intent dot put extra. I would add, for example, email, and I pass it. I know this one will have information about the user, current user, so I will pass the from this one I will pass dot email. So this one have many information, have email, have password, have many things. Sorry, not email, password. Have email, have UID. UID is something unique. Every person have a specific UID. So let me just pass email, and I will pass the UID also. So what is UID? UID is this one. We may use it and we may not. UID, if in the Firebase, if you just refresh it, will be represented by this one. Every user have unique UID. You could track them in the database. This is a very amazing thing. So everyone have unique UID. You cannot have two users having same UID. So I having intent, then I say, hey, start the activity for me. What activity? To start that intent. From where I call this one, I call it from different places. For example, I want to call it after I successful login, I call it. So I say load activity. What I have to send for him? I send him the current user of the authentication. I say, hey, my auth. Oh, okay, wait. Just call this method without anything, and this one without anything, and just make this instance just getting the current user from the Firebase. You say my auth. I could do that, I think I could. Wait. I said current user should be instance from Firebase, and this one should take this my authentication and getting the current user from that authentication. I say current, I don't know where is the error here, maybe in the initializing. So current user variable for the current user will have the information of current user. So this function will get called from here, from main, and also it get called when the form loaded. So I need to override a method, name it on start, hopefully on start. Okay, this method will get called when the device on start. So I say, hey, if the device on start, do this. Why? Because when we login, we click this one, and when login, he load this as for us. But the second time he opened the application started, the activity started, I also call this method. But before I do this, I have to make sure the user is not null, because maybe he's not logging, like maybe he opened the application for first time and he don't when we call this method, if you open it for first time, you go to the authentication, you don't find any information about the user in the database, so he will fail. So making sure you have a user to go there. So if I just run it again, you will see it will directly go to the second activity. Why? Because when the application started, he will call on start, go to load, check if there is any current user in Firebase. He find the user in the database because he already registered in the Firebase, so he will directly take this information from the user and he pass it to the second activity. So now we will no longer see first activity, never. Why? Because whenever the application started, he will find the user, he'll go to the second activity, and boom, he done. When we will see this activity, if the user just loading for first time, like think about, I just want to delete this application, okay, and I don't know why it name it startup. We should name it like Tic Tac Toe. So before restart it, let me just give it a name, like why startup. So if I just go to the application name here, I name it Tic Tac Toe. Okay, so just rerun it again, my Tic Tac Toe game. Now he will see me. Why? He will see the login. Why? Because first user, he just opening the application for first time, he just go there to the login, he say load this one for any application started. I don't know this user null, there is no user in the database, he will not call this if, then he will show me login page, then boom, he asked me to login. Now if I just login, let me suppose Jenna now, I just add gmail.com, I just input information about Jenna, whatever, she has a password, and she click login, she would go to the second activity. Why? Because the user is login. Next time, if the Jenna close the application, which is a Tic Tac Toe game, and she try to open the application again, she will not see the login page because she already logging it in. She just directly see the main page. Why? Because directly this one will call it and he directly pass the information to main activity. So here we done. Thank you for watching. See you next.